Hey, and welcome back to Hanging with Chrissy. Today we are going to be making Hawaiian chicken wings. So what you'll need for this specific recipe is some cornstarch, olive oil. You'll also need some pineapple juice, cocoa aminos. You'll need some onion powder, red pepper flakes, garlic powder. You'll also need some whole ginger. We're gonna slice that up. And of course your salt and your pepper. So let's get started. So what I have here is my chicken wings that are still in the tray. What we're gonna do is we are going to pat them dry and put them into the bowl. So I got my paper towel and I'm just gonna pat it dry. Why you do this? I don't know. The link that I am gonna be posting onto this video is mainly for the sauce. We tend to make our wings in the air fryer. My husband loves the texture on there. So that's how I'm going to prepare these wings. I will go over how her instructions say to cook the wings in the oven. But if you have an air fryer, please join me as I will be cooking these in the air fryer. They get a nice crispy crunch texture. So this is our first time making this sauce. So I will be doing half of the wings in this sauce and then half in this dry rub my husband likes to do. So let's finish drying up these wings and then we'll start coating them the way they need to be coated. So as you can see, all the wings are nice and dry from the paper towel. What we're gonna do from here is we're gonna start adding our olive oil and our cornstarch. So the olive oil is just a simple drizzle. I would say about 1.5 tablespoons. And then for the cornstarch, we'll start off with 3 tablespoons. And then we'll see if we need to add more. So pretty much we're just gonna shake it up. If you feel like that's not working, go ahead, use your hands. I typically like to toss it, but for the purpose of the video, I'll go ahead and use my hands. And we're just trying to make sure all the chicken is getting coated with the cornstarch and the olive oil. This is typically going to depend on how many chicken wings you're prepping. I had very close to 2 pounds. It was like 1.9, maybe 5. So we're just lightly coating it. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And these are the wings we're going to be using for the sauce that we are prepping. All right, so we're gonna sprinkle some salt, about 1 tablespoon. And then we're going to be doing, our garlic powder, same thing, 1 teaspoon. And then we're just gonna use our hands and get that nice and mixed in. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop these in the air fryer. Okay, so as you can see, I'm at the air fryer. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be hitting power. We're gonna hit air fry. Oops. We're gonna bring that down to 375. And I'm gonna put it for 24 minutes. That way it can heat up for about 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, now that we're at the 20 mark, I'm gonna go ahead and add these wings in. Make sure they're all nice and evenly distributed onto your air fryer. As so. And then we're going to put them in, and about every 5 to 6 minutes, we're gonna shake it up. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start prepping our sauce. So what we're going to need is half a cup of pineapple juice, which I am pouring right now. we are gonna need 3/4 of coconut aminos. Hold on, I'm gonna move it just a second. Okay, so I took it off the burner just so I can pour the coconut amino. So this right here is 1/2 cup. And then we need just 3/4, which I'm pouring into my 1/4 right now. Sorry, I had to get my extra bottle. And then you're gonna need 1/4 a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, garlic powder, and onion. And I have it all mixed in here already, so we're just gonna dash that in. And then we're going to stir it. I have it at a medium-high heat, and we're gonna want this to boil for about 10 to 12 minutes so it can start to thicken. After that 10 to 12 minutes, hopefully you've gotten your thick sauce, and then you're gonna let it cool down and it will thicken even more. So we just needed to start the process to thicken. So we're gonna leave it here boiling for 10 to 12 minutes. As you can see, the bubbles are starting to happen. Put my timer on. Alexa, timer for 10 minutes. Alrighty, keep your eye on it because you don't want it to overflow on your stovetop. Alright, so as I'm keeping an eye on my sauce, if you do not have an air fryer, what you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 425 degrees. You're going to put your chicken on a baking sheet. Hopefully you have like a crisper. They have like a whole bunch of holes. You usually can put your cookies on top of there when you're wanting them to dry. If you cook fries, anything that you're trying to reheat that's already breaded, you usually use that tray with a whole bunch of holes on it, and it goes usually on top of your baking sheet tray. So you're gonna put it on there. You're gonna leave it in the oven for about 45 minutes. Your chicken wings and your sauce should definitely be thickened by then. And then I'll show you what we do once my chicken is at that point. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. What we're gonna do is we're gonna check our wings out and we're gonna give it a nice little shake. So they don't look crispy or anything, but we're just gonna give it a nice little shake. That way it can move around and cook evenly. All right, and then we're gonna leave it in there again for another 5 to 6 minutes. All right, guys, so I completely forgot to add my 3 slices of ginger. So I added it, and it's just in the sauce. All I did was just 3 simple slices. But I added it, and this is what my sauce looks like right now. We have about 5 more minutes of the 10-minute process of trying to thicken. Just so you can see what my garlics look like, just regular slices. Alrighty, so it's been another 5 minutes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a look at the chickens. As you can see, they're starting to get a little bit more golden, but not how we want it. So we're gonna keep it in, shake it up. And do it for another 5 more minutes. My timer just went off for 10 minutes of the sauce boiling. I'm gonna do it for another 2 more minutes and see if it thickens a little bit more. Okay, so our timer went off for the whole 20 minutes at the 375. This is what they look like. I'm gonna shake them up. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it at max crisp, and every 2 minutes now, we are going to shake it or rotate them. Again, I'm just making sure the chicken isn't sticking to the bottom. And I'm just rotating the chickens. Alrighty, so now we're gonna put it, let me show you what we're gonna do. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to hit max crisp. Oops. Max crisp, and we're just gonna hit start. Already in every 2 minutes, we are going to check it, flip it, and get the nice crisp crunchiness that we're looking for. Okay, so it's been at max crisp for 2 minutes. So I'm just gonna show you. So as you can see, they're starting to get more golden. This isn't the color we're still looking for. We want it to get a little bit more crispier. So I'm just gonna take it out and put them back in. All right, it's been another 2 more minutes. As you can see, we're starting to get that nice color. I'm gonna shake it. And then we're gonna put it in a little longer. 2 more minutes. All right, we got 2 seconds. It has been another 2 more minutes at max crisp. That's what you're looking at. I'm gonna take a look at some of the wings. See how they're evenly cooked. Flip some of them. Okay, I'm gonna leave it in, it looks like, for another 2 more minutes. All right, that's what you're seeing. 2 more minutes, here we go. Okay, so it's been another 2 more minutes. As you can see, the color looks really golden brown. I'm gonna shake them up. And then it looks like we are gonna toss these in the bowl and add the flavor. Okay, so as you can see, I'm using my tongs and I'm putting them into the bowl. And then what we're gonna do is we are going to pour some of the sauce in here. I'm gonna do half the sauce and we'll see what they taste like.
Oh, this chicken.
All right. Okay, so here's my 1/4. I'm gonna pour it over the chicken and then we're gonna slightly toss it. All right, so here we go, just toss it. Put it in circles, toss like that. Circles. All right, and then we'll start plating. All right, and this is what the chicken looks like after you toss it. You're supposed to garnish it with some like green onions. You could probably even use sesame seeds, but I didn't do any of that. This is what it looks like. All right. Okay, so we just finished eating. The wings were good. I was actually surprised because when I kept tasting the sauce in the pan, it tasted different. So it tastes different when it's on the chicken. I kind of felt like it could have used a little bit more of something. I'm not too sure. I really didn't get the pineapple taste. The coconut aminos, it was a very good amount. It wasn't overpowering. So I'm not too sure, maybe more juice or maybe actual pineapple crushed. I might do next time, but it was still good. That's pretty much all I can say about that. My kids, they're not really big wing fans, so I just bought them a rotisserie chicken, but and that was kid friendly. But my husband actually liked the wings. They were good. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope your Monday is going nice and smooth. Tomorrow I will be making tacos. So there's no special recipe, there's no link. I'll just show you how I make my tacos that we do here at the family. All right, hope you guys have a great day and remember to be kind to everyone.